Hi, I'm new here. Welcome to my Pokemon channel. Today I'm going to open up something that I haven't opened up before. A Professor Juniper Premium Tournament Collection, aka Professor Juniper Milk Carton. So it says, research your next strategy with Professor Juniper. Professor Juniper guides new Pokemon trainers as they begin their journey, and in the Pokemon TCG, her in-depth research can help you find the cards you need to succeed. In this premium collection, you get a full playset of the Professor's Research Supporter card featuring Professor Juniper, plus a protective deck box, card sleeves, coin, and more tournament-ready accessories. You'll also find a stack of Pokemon TCG booster packs and a code that unlocks another full playset of Professor's Research in Pokemon TCG Live. This is a little bit older, from 2022. I believe it's supposed to come with 7 packs. They're probably all gonna be Sword and Shield, but let's open this up and see what we get. See how things have kind of changed in packing. The poison, and I guess maybe doesn't look like a burn counter. That looks like just injured counter. They're just flopping around loose. Dice are in a little Ziploc bag. A Professor Juniper coin. In here should be the promos. And the code card for the collection. We have Professor's Research, Professor Juniper, a trainer supporter. And is there any swirlies on there? There should be 3 of these. There's a swirly right there. No swirly on that one that I can see. And then a full art Black Star promo, another Professor Juniper. Very neat. The deck box, the sleeves are the kind of the older version. They're that frosted look, so not too great for actually storing and displaying cards in. And the deck box. Deck boxes have changed. Newer ones open up from the side like this. This opens from the top. And here are the packs. So there is Brilliant Stars, Brilliant Stars, Brilliant Stars, Fusion Strike, Fusion Strike. Holy crap, Evolving Skies, and Chilling Rain. I think if I knew that there was Evolving Skies in here, I think I probably would have kept this sealed.
Oh no, you should have kept it sealed.
I blame your thumbs.
Oh well. I think we will start with Chilling Rain and save Evolving Skies for the last. So Chilling Rain says, rule the frozen tundra. Seize the advantage with Pokemon of the frozen lands with the powerful Ice Rider Calyrex VMAX and Shadow Rider Calyrex VMAX, plus the Galarian forms of Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres, Phantom Hauntings, Howling Blizzards, and Wild Battles. Expand the realms of your Pokemon strategy with new powers and new possibilities. Press on despite ghostly opposition, and claim total victory in the land of spectral snow with the Pokemon TCG Sword and Shield Chilling Rain expansion. I can't quite remember what the chase card is in Chilling Rain. And can't quite remember the pack trick. Well, the pack trick would be forward on the front, but which way is the code card? That way. Okay. Code card. Metal energy. Galarian chestplate, a trainer item. This is an E card, so I think that this might be retired now. I don't think you can play anything that's E or older. Maybe I'm wrong. Cybold, a trainer supporter. Never heard of him before. Huh. Ledian evolves from Lediba, a 5-star Pokemon. It flies through the night sky, sprinkling sparkly dust. According to some, if that dust sticks to you, good things will happen to you. Snover, a frost tree Pokemon. The berries that grow around its belly are like ice pops. Galarian Darumaka absolutely loves these berries. Sneasel, a sharp claw Pokemon. It has a cunning yet savage disposition. It waits for parents to leave their nests, then it sneaks in to steal their eggs. Swirlix, a cotton candy Pokemon. The sweet smell of cotton candy perfumes Swirlix's fluffy fur. This Pokemon spits out sticky string to tangle up its enemies. Porygon, a virtual Pokemon. It was built 20 years ago by scientists who dreamed of exploring space. Their dreams have yet to come true. Lediba, a 5-star Pokemon. These very cowardly Pokemon join together and use Reflect to protect their nest. Reflect isn't even one of their moves. Spiral Energy, a special energy. Reverse Hollow. And Volcarona evolves from Larvesta, a sun Pokemon, non-hollow. According to legends, it was hatched from a flaming cocoon to save people and Pokemon that were suffering from the cold. Next, Brilliant Stars. It says, constellations align into a show of force. Overflowing with light, Arceus V-Star descends from on high to share its celestial powers with other Pokemon V. Shaman V-Star, Charizard V-Star, and Whimsicott V-Star find themselves wielding awesome new V-Star powers, while Mimikyu VMAX, Aggron VMAX, and Kingler VMAX in its Gigantamax form boast tremendous strengths of their own. Discover glimmering constellations and start your journey towards stellar greatness in the Pokemon TCG Sword and Shield Brilliant Stars expansion. Now, which way is this code card? In the back, I think I see black. Is that good? Code card. Darkness energy. Different type of energy from the Chilling Rain. Acerola's Premonition, a trainer supporter. Morgrem evolves from Impidimp, a devious Pokemon. When it gets down on all fours as if to beg for forgiveness, it's trying to lure opponents in so that it can stab them with its spear-like hair. Friends in Galar, Trainer Supporter. Milcery, a cream Pokemon. They say that any patisserie visited by Milcery is guaranteed success and good fortune. Editor Newbie put the definition of patisserie on the screen. Nosepass, a compass Pokemon. It hunts without twitching a muscle by pulling in its prey with powerful magnetism, but sometimes it pulls natural enemies in close. Snorunt, a snow hat Pokemon. It can only survive in cold areas. It bounces happily around, even in environments as cold as minus 150 degrees Fahrenheit. What a good little boy. Baltoy, a clay doll Pokemon. It moves while spinning around on its single foot. Some Baltoy have been seen spinning on their heads. Minccino, a chinchilla Pokemon. The way it brushes away grime with its tail can be helpful when cleaning, but its focus on spotlessness can make cleaning more of a hassle. Starly, a starling Pokemon. Reverse Hollow. They flock around mountains and fields, chasing after bug Pokemon. Their singing is noisy and annoying. And Flygon evolves from Vibrava, a mystic Pokemon, non-hollow. This Pokemon hides in the heart of sandstorms it creates, and seldom appears where people can see it. Next, another Brilliant Stars with Charizard. Code card. V-Star Energy. Ultra Ball, a trainer item. Tropius, a fruit Pokemon. Bunches of delicious fruit grow around its neck. In warm areas, many ranches raise Tropius. Morgrim evolves from Impidimp, a devious Pokemon. Shroomish, a mushroom Pokemon. It spouts poison spores from the top of its head. These spores cause pain all over if inhaled. A sneaky little Wooloo in the back. Throw, a judo Pokemon. It performs throwing moves with first-rate skill. Over the course of many battles, Throw's belt grows darker as it absorbs its wearer's sweat. Ew. Cast Form, a weather Pokemon. Its form changes depending on the weather. The rougher conditions get, the rougher Cast Form's disposition. Trapinch, an ant pit Pokemon. Its nest is a sloped, bowl-like pit in the desert. Once something has fallen in, there is no escape. Gibble, a land shark Pokemon. Sao art. Gibble prefers to stay in narrow holes in the side of caves heated by geothermal energy. This way, Gibble can stay warm even during a blizzard. Alcremie evolves from Milcery, a cream Pokemon. Another Sao art. Reverse Hollow. When Alcremie is content, the cream it secretes from its hands becomes sweeter and richer.
Wow.
And a Kingler V. Cool. No texture on these. the Vs were just kind of like illustration rares back then, I guess. Sleevey time, sleevey time, sleevey time. And last Brilliant Stars with Shaman. Code card. Water Energy. Probopass evolves from Nosepass, a compass Pokemon. It uses 3 small units to catch prey and battle enemies. The main body mostly just gives orders. Team Yell's Cheer, trainer supporter. Cinchino evolves from Minchino, a scarf Pokemon. Its body secretes oil that this Pokemon spreads over its nest as a coating to protect it from dust. Cinchino won't tolerate even a speck of the stuff. Chimchar, a chimp Pokemon. The gas made in its belly burns from its rear end. What? The gas made in its belly burns from its rear end. The fire burns weakly when it feels sick. Chime Echo, a wind chime Pokemon. Emitting ultrasonic cries, it floats on winds to travel great distances. Golett, an automaton Pokemon. That is cool art. Reminds me of, what's the Ghibli movie? Not Howl's Moving Castle. Is it Howl's Moving Castle? Where they go up to the Cloud City with all the automatons? They were sculpted from clay in ancient times. No one knows why, but some of them are driven to continually line up boulders. Corphish, a ruffian Pokemon. No matter how dirty the water in the river, it will adapt and thrive. It has a strong will to survive. Sock, a karate Pokemon. Shinji Kanda art. That looks way different from Shinji Kanda's usual art style. If you see a sock training in the mountains in its single-minded pursuit of strength, it's best to quietly pass by. Freshwater Set, a trainer item. Reverse Hollow. And Escavalier evolves from Carablast, a cavalry Pokemon. Non-hollow. They use shells they've stolen from Shelmet to arm and protect themselves. They're very popular Pokemon in the Galar region. Moving on to Fusion Strike. This says, styles combine in a new strategy. The road ahead reveals limitless potential as the new Fusion Strike style emerges to harness the unbound spirit of Pokemon and trainers alike. Adaptable new Pokemon V, like Genesect V, Hoopa V, and Mew VMAX are eager for battle, while Single Strike and Rapid Strike Pokemon loom large as Rillaboom VMAX, Cinderace VMAX, and Inteleon VMAX appear in their Gigantamax forms. Go with the flow and discover powerful new strategies in Pokemon TCG Sword and Shield Fusion Strike. Can't believe I'm opening Fusion Strike and Evolving Skies in October 2025. Which way is the code card? It's in the back. Okay, that way. Code card. Darkness Energy. This is back to the style of energies from the Chilling Rain packs. These energies were from the 2020 set, which probably would have been Sword and Shield base. Spongy Gloves, Trainer item. Corvisquire evolves from Rookidee, a Raven Pokemon. The lessons of many harsh battles have taught it how to accurately judge an opponent's strength. Sandslash evolves from Sandshrew, a mouse Pokemon. Thanks to its thick claws, it's good at climbing trees. There are plenty of Sandslash that park themselves in trees and go right to sleep. Have there ever been an art of Sandslash in trees? They're usually shown as being digging, not climbing. Eevee, an evolution Pokemon. Thanks to its unstable genetic makeup, this special Pokemon conceals many different possible evolutions. Shelder, a bivalve Pokemon. Its hard shell repels any kind of attack. It is vulnerable only when its shell is open. Look at all of them. Voltorb, a ball Pokemon. That is Tomokazu Komiya art. Very trippy. Usually found in power plants, easily mistaken for a Pokeball, it has zapped many people. Pansage, a grass monkey Pokemon. It's good at finding berries and gathers them from all over. It's kind enough to share them with friends. Cufant, a copper derm Pokemon. If a job requires serious strength, this Pokemon will excel at it. Its copper body tarnishes in the rain, turning a vibrant green color. Electric evolves from Tynamo, an Ella Fish Pokemon. Reverse Hollow. These Pokemon have a big appetite. When they spot their prey, they attack it and paralyze it with electricity. And a Blissey evolves from Chansey, a happiness Pokemon, non-hollow. This Pokemon is overflowing with love. Only Chansey that share a strong bond with their trainer can evolve, so people say. Last, Fusion Strike with Genesect. Code card. Water Energy. Pukumuku, Yakamaka, Pukumuku, a sea cucumber Pokemon. Another Tomokazu Komiya art. Not a very common Pokemon nowadays. It's covered in a slime that keeps its skin moist, allowing it to stay on land for days without drying up. Schoolgirl, a trainer supporter. Chili and Celan and Cress, trainer supporter. Makuhita, a guts Pokemon. There's a rumor of a traditional recipe for stew that trainers can use to raise strong Makuhita. Rookidee, a tiny bird Pokemon. Jumping nimbly about, this small-bodied Pokemon takes advantage of even the slightest opportunity to disorient larger opponents. Galarian Darumaka, a Zen Charm Pokemon. The colder they get, the more energetic they are. They freeze their breath to make snowballs, using them as ammo for playful snowball fights. Sizzlipede, a radiator Pokemon. It wraps prey up with its heated body, cooking them in its coils. Once they're well done, it will voraciously nibble them down to the last morsel. Almost looks like a Sao art, but it's not. Stuffle, a flailing Pokemon. The way it protects itself by flailing its arms may be an adorable sight, but stay well away. This is flailing that can snap thick tree trunks. Quick Ball, a trainer item. Reverse Hollow. Do I see something, or is that just a really jaggedly cut card?
Wow.
No, it was both. A jaggedly cut card, and there was something. A Pikachu V. Non-textured. V cards tend to have really kind of almost curled edges. Like, you see how the light doesn't reflect smoothly? Is that a thing with all V cards? Or just all the ones that I've seen? And the last pack, Evolving Skies. Dynamic power on the horizon. Feel the power of the shifting winds and brace for an epic storm as mighty dragon-type Pokemon make their triumphant return. Rayquaza VMAX leads the surge from on high, and Duraludon VMAX towers above the land in its Gigantamax form, joined by Dragonite V, Noivern V, and more. As the clouds part, Eevee's evolutions appear in a full rainbow of Pokemon V and Pokemon VMAX to signal a bright new day in Pokemon TCG Sword and Shield Evolving Skies. Definitely should be keeping this sealed. Which way is the code card? Don't hit the camera. Yeah, the code card is in the back of the pack. The pack's kind of ripping to shreds in my hand. I see black. Does that mean that's the code card? Did I just spoil the code card? There's the code card. I probably just spoiled what it is. Why would they change the directions of the code cards? Water Energy. Nuzleaf evolves from Seedot, a wily Pokemon. They live in holes bored in large trees. The sound of Nuzleaf's grass flute fills listeners with dread. What, where's his grass flute? Braviary evolves from Rufflet, a valiant Pokemon. Because this Pokemon is hot-headed and belligerent, it's Corviknight that's taken the role of transportation in Galar. Gordy, a trainer supporter. The Q-Fed on the sign back there. Bagon, a rockhead Pokemon. Some theories suggest that its behavior of forcefully bashing its head into things stimulates cells that affect its evolution. Pumpkaboo, a pumpkin Pokemon. Yuka Mori art. The light that streams out from the holes in the pumpkin can hypnotize and control the people and Pokemon that see it. Tentacool, a jellyfish Pokemon. Its body is 99% water. The remaining 1% contains the organ that makes its poison. Emolga, a sky squirrel Pokemon. As it flies, it scatters electricity around so bird Pokemon keep their distance. That's why Emolga can keep all its food to itself. Lillipup, a puppy Pokemon. This Pokemon is popular with beginners because it's intelligent, obedient to its trainer's commands, and easy to raise. Sharpedo evolves from Carvana, a Brutal Pokemon, Reverse Hollow. It drinks in seawater and jets it from its rear to propel itself. It's very sensitive to the scent of blood. And do you get anything in this milk carton besides those 2 V's?
How about no?
Nope. Grandpa, a placid Pokemon, non-hollow, another Tamukazu Komiya art. Grandpa is a kind and friendly Pokemon up until it's angered. When that happens, it stirs up a gale and flattens everything around it. Yeah, I think I should have kept that one sealed. Oh well. Always fun to open up Evolving Cries and Fusion Strike.
Yeah, I guess so, yeah.
This is fine. I'm okay with the events that are unfolding currently.
If you enjoyed this video, please feel free to leave a like, comment down below, and even subscribe if you feel like it. And until next time, thank you for joining me.